What's up, YouTube? So, Game of Thrones is over for another year. I've seen aimless people walking around just thinking, what's the point of living, man? There's no Game of Thrones on TV. This sucks balls. We've got some other shows, but blah, 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 Game of Thrones. So, let's spend the summer discussing what's going to happen in Season 7. So, we've got the lovely Daenerys Targaryen Stormborn here. Who's she going to marry? So, it's a bit misogynist to say, well, she has to marry, but it is in her interest to marry people to secure a very, very big kingdom, which she said herself at the end of Season 6. So, and Dario, sorry mate, you haven't cut the mustard, bro. So, there is a hell of a lot of eligible bachelors over in Westeros for her to marry. So let's jump in and see who the best one for her to marry is. So the first person that springs to mind for me is the dashing Jaime Lannister. He is just a very, very handsome man here. And, well, his sister seems to think so. And, well, I wouldn't have said this. I wouldn't have thought it'd be a possible hand in marriage for our lovely Daenerys. However, the issue here is that Cersei has blown up the Scepter of the Baelor. She probably will blow up more. And, well, Jaime did actually kind of slit the throat of the Mad King to stop him doing the same thing. And you saw the daggers. He threw all kinds of shade. He had 10 parasols worth of shade there to throw at her. And a unification between the Lannisters and the Targaryens would be very interesting, considering that, well, the second biggest army is the Lannisters, I think, or it's kind of tied up between the Tyrells. She has the Tyrells, now she just needs the Lannisters. However, the Lannisters are on the throne of Westeros, so that will be an issue. She could marry him, but it is possibly a bit unlikely. Now, this is a weird one. Sweet Robin, the Lord of the Vale, the commander of pretty much a very, very strong army, and a place which hasn't really felt the War of the Five Kings or the subsequent battles that followed. So, there's a very, very strong position for her, but I don't think he's too much of a major player for her to marry. And I mean player, not as in like sipping on his pimp cup while having a VIP area in Da Club. And that was very cringe. I'm very sorry for that. I'm just gonna go away now. No, I'm not. I've got to finish this video. No, he is not too much of a player in Westeros for him to actually have her hand in marriage, unfortunately. Now moving on to what would possibly be the most likely one, not just for his social status, but just for his absolute sheer cunning. He could possibly lead her to marry him because he's really just the player. He's the biggest player in the game so far. He's just really, really good at elevating his position. Obviously, he is the Lord of Harrenhal. He's not quite... I mean, he was technically married to Robin's mother as well. Well, not technically, but he actually was. So the social status is immense for Littlefinger to do this, to move forward. He wants to be on the Iron Throne, so he will possibly do anything he can to take that position. It would make a lot of sense for her to marry him and have pretty much... I mean, he's got Harrenhal as well. He's got the support of the Vale, technically. Not the actual army, but he has manipulated Robin a lot to take control of that. So that would be a very good one. However, the next one, I think will shock you. I wouldn't expect it, but if you think about it, it does make a lot of sense. Okay, so Jon Snow. Yep, this is, in my opinion, the strongest bet for Daenerys to actually marry. I'm going to tell you why. So, the Targaryens like to keep it in the family. So we've got Jon Snow, who is actually related to Daenerys. Now, we know that his father is Rhaegar Targaryen, who was the son of Aerys Targaryen, the Mad King. And, well, the daughter of the Mad King is Daenerys Targaryen. So she's actually his auntie kind of thing, which makes his auntie. It's just weird how the family tree works like that. So it's absolutely mental. But we have his support, his immense support in the north. He's got the wildlings, he's got possibly the Night's Watch, but they don't really kind of play to politics, etc. But they might support him. He is rousing support in the north as well. He won't screw up just like Robb Stark and marry someone else and screw everyone over. So I reckon she will marry him to unite the north and the south together there, so they can fight the White Walkers as they come through. So that would make a lot of sense. And just for the fact that Targaryens do kind of intermarry, etc. So it's really weird like that. So that's my opinion there. Hope you enjoyed that. Drop a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more Got Chat. Goodbye.